After graduating high school in Cairns and travelling and partying for a year, it was time to leave home. Craving new experiences and fresh people, I caught a plane and came to the Gold Coast. Transitioning from a place where the forest meets the sea to a place that isn't too different wasn't that hard. However, saying goodbye to friends and family was. But I had people waiting to welcome me and things to learn, so I moved to Griffith. Out of my comfort zone, but with my friends to hold on to. I know, this is one experience I'll never forget.
Since before I was born, my mom knew she had plans for me to go to college. It wasn't until high school that I had set my own personal goal to further my education and apply to a university. After graduating from the smallest public high school in Connecticut, I felt it would benefit me to study at a slightly larger school. My guidance counselor helped me to find Roger Williams, and after just one visit, I had fallen in love. However, after 2.5 years of studying at the university, I wanted to expand my horizons and see the world that I had only heard about. I knew Australia was the right place not only because there was no language barrier, but because I had always dreamed of going ever since I was little. After hearing one of my friend's stories about the Gold Coast, I knew that's where I wanted to be, and that's how I ended up here at Griffith today. Being able to take part in this experience has opened my eyes more than ever, and I have realized that if it wasn't for college or Roger Williams, I wouldn't be here now, and I may never have had the opportunity to come.
The first time I came to Australia, I was following a boy. He was here getting his master's, and I had the itch to travel. The trip got us both more than we had bargained for. We were in like, but fell in love, and went home to Canada engaged. We settled back to our old Canadian lives, but the warmth of the Gold Coast sun was never far from our thoughts. I loved my job and the people I worked with, but I was getting the feeling that I needed something more. It seemed like the perfect opportunity to come back to Australia, and since my fiancé had already graduated from Griffith, I had a pretty good idea of what I was in for. Knowing that we were going to be away from friends and family for 3 years, we surprised everyone by eloping before we left. A month later, we were back in Oz. If there's anything I've learned, it's that a year can make all the difference, and you're never too old to make a change.
Although I attended a strict private school, it didn't stop me from having the time of my life with my friends. After school ended, I wasn't quite ready to settle down as I had formal schoolies and holidays ahead of me. Of course, I loved every minute of it because I was with all of my friends all the time, and there wasn't a stress in the world. But then it came down to the last days of partying, and it was time to decide just what was going to be the beginning of the rest of my life. I only had two options, working full-time or attending university. Travelling was out of the picture because I didn't have enough money, so I looked into both of my options. I'd always planned to go to university, but I wasn't sure if I was ready to go at that point in time. All I wanted was two things, a big break to have fun and to earn some money. I had to consider whether or not I would go back to studying after absorbing a life with money. I thought about it for a while, and I made a decision. It was then that I decided to enroll in Griffith University for 2009 to begin the journey down my new path in life.